y'all, what's up? What's going on? So we are back for Baddies ATL. This is episode 2. So it seemed like y'all was liking the episode that I reviewed before. We got a decent amount of views, so we'll do another episode. We're gonna keep it coming for now. So Natalie and Christina, as we know, they ended up fighting, and I was like, dang, there goes Natalie's makeup that she just literally got done, her hair that she just literally got done. Like, when you looked up close, it kind of looked like, because you could see the glue, like, it looked like her skin was so irritated because it was glued down and it literally got snatched. Like, that was the definition of your wig got snatched, for real. So I was like, dang, girl, I know that had to hurt. Like, she was rushing off of adrenaline, but I know that joint had to hurt. And she was over here, like, she had Christina's hair. She was not trying to let go. I don't even know who really won that fight, because they was just going, back and forth or whatever. But Natalie was just like, yo, this is not the Christina show, because, Natalie always feel like it's her show and she runs LA and she runs here. But Christina definitely gives her a run for her money, because Christina took she wig and she freaking threw that shit out the damn window. Okay, and I don't know how high they was, but from whatever, I think either Seven or Janelle said, they pretty high. So, yeah, that thing was going. And it's funny how at one point Natalie's like, yo, I got hair just like I got panties. Like, I switch them out just like I switch out my panties. But then in another breath, when she was with her makeup artist, when they did like her little confessional or whatever, that little part where they talking, she was like, hey, nothing, I can have somebody go get my wig for me. Like, so you want that wig, because that shit was probably mad money, and you're like, oh no, like, we can just wash this and recurl it and we won't use it again. So maybe your pride won't let you go outside to go get it, but you will get your assistant, or you will get one of your makeup artists or the hairdresser to go ahead and go get it. Pretty much. So following that, Sydney started acting up again, and honestly, I'm just over Sydney, because she be doing the most. And I don't know, like, at the end of the day, Judy's a little annoying, but Judy, she got the voodoo for them bitches, okay? And I like me some Judy, but Judy kind of did something nasty. They said that the night before she spit on Sydney, because Sydney was talking crazy. See, it's a thin line, okay? Like, yeah, I would prefer you hit me than spit on me, especially during a pandemic. Like, that's next level nasty. Like, that's some shit you could probably go to jail for at this point. I mean, the only good thing is that all of them, I'm pretty sure they got tested and stuff, so that makes it a little more safe. But still, like, nah, you really need to, like, calm all that down. Spitting on people. It looks like from what they showed, the little clip, Natalie actually went off on Judy after the whole spitting incident. She threw her drink on her in the car. Like, she just got dead pissed with her. So, yeah, when Sydney was talking to her, she dead was like, pumpkin. And anybody who knows, if y'all real OGs from like back in the days, y'all been looking at reality shows since like back when it was Flavor Flav. There was that epic moment where Pumpkin spit on New York and New York went off on that hoe. So, yeah, that was like a pretty epic moment in reality TV that probably most of us will never forget. And I'm not the type to remember scenes like that, but I ain't never gonna forget that one. So anyway, when she said that, I was rolling at that point. But yeah, Sydney kind of called it out for that, like, yo, it's a pandemic. But it's like, dude, at the end of the day, I feel like she's just doing it for the camera. Like, she's just doing it to get that camera time, because if the shit happened last night, why you bringing it up now and making a big fuss now that the cameras is back on? You ain't want to do all that crazy rah-rah shit when it was just like the regular dark cam, night cam mode. Nah, you ain't do all of that now that it's, a new day. Now you bringing it back up so everybody could be a part of it. Like, nah, that's fake. Judy was just like, yo, you deaded Chingy's career, and she was like, yo, you're not gonna do that to me. I was like, yo, these girls be hitting below the belt. But then she dead threw a drink on her. She spilled 2 other drinks. Sarah's like, yo, you need to clean this up. She's like, nah, get the maid to clean it up. Judy needs to clean it up. And I'm like, yo, like, you mad nasty. Like, nobody wants to live in filth. And she seems to have no problem living with all this mess all over. Like, nah, I don't know if they have, like, cleanup crew or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, either you do it or get your assistant to do it. Because I'm assuming from the way it sounds like all of them got their little assistants in the background to help them out or whatever. So, or a good portion of them. Sarah's like, yo, get your assistant or you need to do this because this is nasty. But Sydney was just, she wasn't with it, but her ass fell down too, so that was good for her. Judy was like, yes, my voodoo is working. Yes, I got the voodoo for you, bitch, and it's working. I was like, yo, Judy did say, like, at the end of the day, you just trying to beat me because I'm a legend. And you can't even lie. Like, at the end of the day, Judy had her moments, she had her time, and she had a lot of people, including me, like, I got the voodoo for you bitches, ho, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't even talk like that much. So, yeah, I mean, she's definitely more well-known. Sydney trying to be known now. That's why I guess she's trying to make a name for herself. But Judy's like, yo, I ain't even gonna touch you. Like, if anything, I'll let my lawyers handle you. She was like, but then again, you ain't even got no money, so it ain't gonna be nothing I'm gonna really get. 7, she had to call Tanisha real quick because everything was like really getting out of hand. So when Tanisha came through, they had like a little, like, you know, meeting or whatever, little powwow, little what they call it, panda roast, right? That's what they call it, something like that. I remember I seen them say that on Basketball Wives, panda roast or some shit like that. If I'm saying it wrong, y'all let me know. Pandarosa, some shit like that. Anyway, so Christina was like, she don't care, she gonna stay ready regardless. And it was like, dude, nobody's even talking to you. Like, just sit over there and shut up and listen. Like, she was kind of bugging. I'm pretty sure she was dead drunk because she said she had like 3 drinks and she don't even drink like that. So, yeah, she was like done. I'm like, yo, this chick was looking a little crazy. Like, one of those people, like, you definitely got to keep your eye on her because you don't know at any moment she might just try to run up or something. So, I wasn't really trusting her. And I wouldn't have trusted her if I was Natalie either. But Natalie was just like, she was over it. But Tanisha was like, yo, like, you're the person that's running the house. You should have, you're an EP. I'm an EP. Like, but you need to make sure that the girls all have, like, they all taken care of. Like, you can't just be worried about yourself. So, it was funny because Natalie was like, well, maybe, you know, she was like, yeah, but nah, you know, she was making up her own excuses or whatever. Tanisha's like, yeah, but the ladies need to make sure that they look good. She was like, yo, we put mad years into this to make this work, and I knew this was going to happen. Tanisha kept on having her moments talking about she was out, but then she came back. I'm like, dude, are you in or you out? Like, you know, she was kind of acting like a big kid, like in for a minute and going out, then in, but, you know. Then Natalie told Christina, like, yo, you doing too much or whatever. And Christina, she just looked infuriated. There was one point where she slammed the chair down and she was picking things up. Looked like she was ready to hit somebody with it. And then she was taking off her earrings for no reason. She's like, nah, I gotta stay ready. I told you. I'm like, yo, this chick is like losing it. They need to let her go to sleep because right now, whatever she wore, like, I don't know if it's just liquor, but she's over. And then at some point, Sarah was saying, you know, we're all EPs. I'm an EP as well. I guess she just wanted to put that out there because she's like, you don't see me bragging about how I'm an EP. I'm an EP as well. She was like, but I'm not even putting it out there. Tanisha's like, yo, why are you even talking to me? Sarah's like, well, maybe you should take 4 girls and let Natalie take 4 girls and then you take care of them. She takes care of them. And she's like, yo, I don't even have money. Tanisha was like, I don't even have money like that. Like, this is my first job. What are you talking about? Like, nah, I'm not taking care of nobody. Don't put me in. I'm like, yo, Tanisha, you the main one telling people that they need to, you telling Natalie that she needs to take care of everybody. But then you also in the same breath saying that you don't got the money to take care of it. But yet, it got to come out of somebody's budget, right? Unless y'all have, like, investors or something that you can get money. But I do feel like that should have been part of the contract. If you're out here or tell them like, oh, you're gonna need to make sure that you have a makeup artist or whatever. I mean, I don't know the terms of their contract. Maybe it did tell them like, oh, you got to do your own makeup. Who knows? But at the end of the day, you know, it is kind of messed up that they're in their full glam, getting their stuff done by their makeup artist, but yet the girls that are also a part of the show, who are on there with them, are not getting the same type of treatment. You know, it's kind of, it definitely is kind of messed up. So yeah, I don't know where this is gonna go, but I mean, it's all right as far as the show. It's not really that long, but it's okay. I mean, I'm still tuned in. Are y'all watching? Are y'all tuned in? Are y'all like, you know, over the Bad Girls Club? I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of cool to see how these girls have grown. Even though I feel like some of them haven't really grown, they still have that badass attitude. It's like sometimes you just can't take the hood out of people, you know what I mean? And I do feel, I don't remember Christina as much, like I said before, but she's definitely a spicy one for sure, you know, and she definitely gives Natalie a run for her money. But that's pretty much my little run through, my thoughts on the show. I'm looking to see what goes on next, and Sydney needs to sit her ass down, because like I said, she's doing way too much. She's just getting on my nerves at this point. Like, no. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Later.